It's Quinny here with Sassy, Sexy, Safe TV. Thank you for joining me again for another Around the Couch session. I brought back Jasmine because he seems to be you guys' favorite, so why not? So why not? But don't forget, again, ladies, everything that we talk about here is going to be on the blog, www.sassysexysafe.com. Any more scriptures, information you want to know in regards to anything that we talked about, again, it is all there. And we're going to be doing a little revamping and adding a few things there within the next few weeks, so definitely stay locked there. I'll give you more information along the way. But as of right now, our Around the Couch session, we're going to be talking about self-esteem, confidence, why we feel intimidated sometimes, and how to get through that with the help of others. And we're going to talk a little bit through it as well and what we've gone through. So let's see how it goes. But join us here. We're going to talk about it. We're going to do it. So I want to start off with, like I said, I kind of brought this up because after church, me and my sister and my mom and everybody were having just a quick little conversation, and it just had me thinking a little bit in regards to us women and our self-esteem, things like that. This has been something that's been going on obviously forever. It's not going away. So has there ever been like a moment where you felt like, I don't have my confidence today? Whether it may have been a day or that moment in your life that was just made you kind of take a step back and like, I don't know if I really like myself right now. And then how did you kind of get out of that rut? Because I know it's kind of hard for us women because we're critical of like everything.
Yeah, no, I think it's so weird because I feel like if you say you haven't had one of those moments, you're probably lying, right? Like, everyone has had one of those moments, and so for me,
I had one yesterday.
Last week. I think for me, most of it stems around like kind of weight, right? So the older you get, and they tell you this when you're young too. They're like, the older you get, the more you can't do that. You can't eat that.
Yeah, you can't do this. You're like, I'm fine.
Yeah, and you're like, an 18-year-old you is like, girl, bye.
Give me that fries.
I'm gonna be like this forever. Let me go to McDonald's at 3 a.m. Like, it's fine. And so I think recently, like, the older I've gotten, the more weight that I've put on, and I think it took me a long time to get comfortable with that. Just kind of looking at myself and saying like, ooh, this part right, like I always do this, the fly away, that is my thing. Like in the mirror anytime I'm like, I gotta get rid of these. So I think just coming to terms with it and really just sitting down and being like, girl, bye. Like,
yeah. Did you ever have that like growing up, like when you're younger? I forgot what age it is, but like a certain age, like when like girls hit like 12 or 13, immediately they start noticing certain things about maybe another girl that they don't have, or about themselves, or like, oh, I don't like this.
I feel like it's so weird for me because I don't feel like I had that growing up, like in my younger years. So like middle school and like high school, I don't feel like I had that. I really don't think I had that until I graduated college. And so like after college, I was like, ooh, she's slim thick, or ooh, she's got that, or ooh, she has that. And like, and I think at that time, it was so much more prevalent in like plastic surgery, and you had like all of the TV shows about botched and you know all this other crazy stuff. So I think that's when it was way more prevalent.
Beauty campaigns,
right? No, literally.
For sure.
And so I think that's when it was more prevalent for me, just because it was everywhere. Like you couldn't go anywhere without seeing someone getting plastic surgery on everything.
I was like, okay, we got everything's wrong. Like everything's wrong.
Like you can literally, you want new eyebrows, you want new eyelashes, you want new knees, you want new
new knees.
How? Like, what do you need that for? And so I don't think I felt it until then because of how prevalent it was. And I was blessed enough growing up. My mom was very, very, at the time it was me and my sister. My little brother didn't come until later. And my mom was very, very sincere about always telling us like, no, you're beautiful, you're pretty, you look great. Like, and I think that was really helpful for me growing up because like I internalized that. And so whereas other people internalized mixed messages, I internalized I'm beautiful, I'm pretty.
For sure.
And so I think almost sometimes to the detriment of when I got older, because I was always like, oh, you're pretty.
You're fly.
You're fly as all get out. So, but I think it happened a lot later when I started to see things changing for a different way. And I was like, ooh, that wasn't there earlier, or ooh, that's different. Or especially like skin. Skin growing up was such a big deal. Like I remember like getting a blemish.
That was me. Like I don't know where it just literally randomly showed up because I wasn't that person. I would get a pimple every like once in a while, but like I think it was like my sophomore, like junior year of high school. It was like all over my forehead. It was, and that's all
everywhere.
And I was just like, wait a minute, like this was not here, and I was like, how can I cover this up? How can I do, like I have to do something, because we weren't the household that was like we're wearing makeup and stuff like that yet. I didn't really know how to do that. It's not as big as it is now, so I had no idea what to do. So I was just like, well, this sucks.
And even like skin texture, right? Like I didn't realize that like my skin changed from like dry to oily.
Yeah,
like you know what I mean?
That's how mine is now. It's like oily. I'm like, what?
Right. And so at some point, the facial moisturizers that I was using weren't good enough for the oily skin.
What's this for? Like, going through the aisles, like, what is going on? What is this?
For dry and parched skin. What? I don't think
am I dry? I think I'm just dry, not hard.
Exactly. So I think that for me, that was more so what I struggled with, was learning to update and adapt with the changing times and with the changing body images.
For me, it was like I said, I think it mainly was probably during high school, because middle school we moved around a lot, so I don't know if I was too distracted and what was going on or whatever, because we moved from Florida at that point, and of course journaling into high school. I think it wasn't body image for me at that point. It was, she has this bag, she has this clothes, she has this shoes. That was more for me. I was like, that's cute. And I'm like, okay.
That was back when
that was me.
Coach was real big back then, and you couldn't.
And I was just like, why does everyone have like?
Yes.
I was like, everyone has these like bags. Like, remember Miss Girl, she had these like bangle earrings. I was obsessed with them. I was like, I just want those earrings like so bad. I just want those earrings like so bad, please. I just want them.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So it took a long time.
Absolutely.
Before I got past that. I'm okay with what I have and things like that. Probably wasn't until I got to college, really, honestly. And
when you had to start buying everything yourself.
Yeah, that too.
You're like, that bag was real cute until you saw that bag price tag.
Yeah, and then I like linked up with people that were girls that were kind of like-minded like me in regards to what was going on. So that helped as well.
Yeah.
In regards to me kind of getting out of that funk. Like, no, you're fine. If you do want this, of course, go get it. But it's not like the end of the world either. And then, of course, at that point, I'm finding my own style and stuff like that. I found my own thing. So then it shifted from I don't really need your stuff, because now I've kind of got my own style, and all that, and expression. So my artsy self. So I was like, okay, I'm kind of.
And I think that plays a big part into it, right? Your sister circle. You know, who it is that you have around you, and what your sisters and what your crew is saying.
So if your crew is like, we need to have all this stuff, or girl, I'm gonna get this done, this done, or whatever, then your automatic mindset is, okay, well, I gotta do what they're doing, or I'm not part of the crew anymore.
You're part of the crew. And I think, again, that was another thing that I was absolutely blessed with, a group of girlfriends that wasn't our thing, right? Like, we didn't, like, it didn't matter if our bag was $50, $5, or $500. We knew we was gonna rock that $5 bag the same way we rocked the $500 bag. And so for me, I didn't have that part of it because of the people that I kept around me. But I think about how different it would have been had I not had my sister circle and had not had the people that I have around me. And I think now in adulthood, that's something that I absolutely take a look at. Like, as I'm starting to add
I'm grateful
new friends,
for that now.
Right, no, absolutely. Like, as I add new friends and as I add new people, I'm always very funny about that. Like, what is your outward appearance? Because that has a direct correlation with your inward. And my bubble. So I think that's a big part of it. Is who you have around you.
Because when my older sister, when we were out, because we both went to the same college, so like I said, I finally kind of got out of that funk, and she actually really helped me in kind of embracing that kind of artsy side of myself. We would go like thrifting, we would go thrifting like every freaking weekend, find different stuff. So it became very let's be different on purpose type of thing. So that helped me like, okay, I like the fact that this is I'm different. I have my little quirky stuff every now and then and stuff like that. So it really helped as well, because you're like, this is so much fun. It became
what a blessing it would be to have 5 other sisters, 4 other sisters, 3 other sisters.
You're adding sisters.
I was gonna say all of the sisters.
Well, she's in there, so
so I added myself to the Goodley family, which I do often.
I know.
No, but I didn't have that. I was the oldest sister, and for a while I was the only.
Hold up, y'all. I gotta put my ear again. I'm gonna keep that, so.
I was the only sister, so like I didn't get hand-me-downs or like get style advice. Like I kind of had to figure it out, which is again why that group around me was so important. So I couldn't even imagine, like if I had even one sister,
like,
I'd steal all of that. Sis, you don't need these earrings. Let me borrow these and never give them
It's so funny because now it's so funny. We steal more of our mom's stuff. And my mom still calls me and is like, do you have this or do you have that? I'm like, I don't have that.
Because I see
and then I'll randomly show up and I'll be like, I was looking for that.
Girl, let me tell y'all don't know this, but like I see First Lady shoe game every Sunday at church, and I would steal your mom's stuff too.
And I'm so mad. I'm so mad I can't fit her feet because if I did,
shoes are on point always.
Yeah,
right.
Like I just wish I just fit my mom.
Yeah, so I could see
our
that.
shoe size. But anyway, I was reading, like I said, because I was trying to get my journalism on.
Absolutely.
Talk. And it's crazy statistics. One of the crazy statistics I saw was 4% of women worldwide think they're beautiful. I was like, wow. 4? We can't even get a whole finger. We can't even get a whole hand.
That's crazy.
4
worldwide too.
I was like, oh my gosh, this was about 3 years ago that it was done, but that's still a crazy number.
Yeah.
And I was like, dang. And like mainly most of it is in regards to skin or body image and things like that. And I was just like, oh my gosh, it just breaks my heart so much because you know, depending on where you're living or who you're around and things like that, if you're a single parent or, you know, both parents in the house, that can affect things sometimes as well too. My daddy, he helped as well with it in regards to always kind of giving us hugs, always giving us encouragement, always like, oh, you're so beautiful, oh, this is great, oh, you're awesome. So it helped me to not seek as much in regards to someone else trying to, you know, validate who I am, things like that. Not gonna lie, of course, it helps when someone else says it as well too. You know, like okay, I still got it. You know, that type of thing. But it helped to have that foundation in regards to okay, you're straight. You know, you have nothing to worry about. So I think that's the thing I kind of really worry about in regards to my girls, because even a little bit. I'm seeing a bit of a shift, not drastic, but a little shift in regards to how she used to do things and certain things she doesn't do anymore. I'm like, okay, you alright? So I'm always like, you okay? Like, who said what?
And can you imagine, like, they will never know a world without the internet, without Instagram.
That's very true. I didn't have
without filters. You know what I mean? Like they will never know a world without filters.
Yeah.
So like literally, so
or no clip-ins.
And this is gonna expose my age just a little bit, but I remember sneaking onto MySpace and creating my profile because I wasn't allowed to have one. Shout out to my mom. And like filtering a photo wasn't even a thing we did.
Oh
like,
no!
When
it's
we
just
edited,
figure out which one's which one's gonna work.
The most we did was like write our like name on the bottom of it, like
this is
it's your girl Jasmine. Like
hey.
now, like I can
I got a filter.
Right. Like, I can change my eye color.
Yeah, there's this one that you can change your eye color. You can make her smaller or bigger, to brighter. I'm just like.
And so, like, I couldn't even imagine growing up now. Like, again, they will never know a world without those things.
Yeah, they have to. They're living a time frame where they have to sift through
exactly
the fakeness, so to speak.
Yeah, no. So you can only imagine like the like what that's gonna do for them and their self-esteem if they didn't have such a positive home life. You know what I mean? Like that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. And so I know we're venting and talking about I'm talking about our stuff, but I think one of the ways we can definitely help in regards to this is the word. I'm always going to go back to that guy, ladies. I'm never going to stray away from that and I call it Christ confidence. It's something that is never going to go away. It's something that will always be with you no matter what your mood is because he's never changing. So guess what? You might have a not so great day or moment or like, what is this? What's going on? But his thoughts of you are never going to change.
And he'll love you regardless, right? Blue, black, eye color.
You are altogether beautiful, my love. There is no flaw in you. That is Song of Solomon. I always say that anytime I feel bad. So always remember that. Have that Christ confidence. Get in his word. There's so many scriptures in regards to confidence. Actually, I was kind of looking it up like, okay, where can we go from here? But there really is in regards to your confidence, in regards to yourself, in regards to what you're doing in your life, in regards to your job, in regards to you investing. There's so many scriptures in regards to your confidence for yourself and your confidence in the Lord. So always keep that in mind no matter how bad you are feeling. No matter what that 4% is, you are beautiful no matter what. So it's okay, ladies. Don't feel bad. It's okay to embrace your sexy. It's okay to embrace your weirdness, whoever you are. Those things are okay. That's the fun part of being a woman. Don't let anybody take that part away because there's fun parts to being a woman. Like we live in a time frame where, no offense, everything is an opinion or I have to march about something or it's a petition about don't do this.
Exactly.
Some things it's okay.
Right.
But it's
we also
okay.
live in a time where all differences are beautiful.
Thank you, ladies, again for joining me here in another session of Around the Couch session here at Sexy Save TV. We're here every month, every second Tuesday of the month to be exact. So always be on the lookout here. Love you, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your day. Stay sexy, sexy, saved, and own it. Love you. Bye.